So, in case you're wondering what a bunch of boxes are doing sitting on plastic bags, this is basically my post Christmas haul. Now, these were all ordered before Christmas, but they've been banging around the back of a USPS truck for some time now, so that's why they're sitting on a plastic bag because most of them are filthy. We're going to start cracking this. I'm going to show you essentially what to kind of expect from our first wave, as a lot of effort was put into acquiring this stuff, and this season seems to be pretty good for making deals. I'm going to try and keep the camera shaking to a minimum if possible. So let's get start with this one right here. Now, mind you, I know what I ordered. I couldn't tell you which box is which just because, I'm opening them all anyway. Aha. So this is a 4x4 pack of Arcadia. Now, this is a very interesting game. I have a large amount of this coming in because it's something I've always wanted to do, and this gives me a perfect reason to do it. What we're looking at, and these will be opened later, this is more just the haul video. These are specifically character packs for the two sets that exist. The short version is these were divided into story packs and character packs. When you're hunting for stuff, and obviously, yes, it says it right there as well. When you're hunting for stuff, the character packs are harder to get, so I'll pay a little bit higher on those. They're crucial. They're both crucial in their own right, but obviously, this is the only way to get some variety in your start. And whereas the rest of the game is kind of fleshed out from the story pack. So while they're both crucial, I've had much harder time actually finding character packs. So we're going to set those off there. Let's go to this big one right here while we're standing there. Ooh, that is an awful mess. Let's see what it is. Oh, that's funny. All right. So, now, I know this doesn't mean much to anyone. These look like to actually be the pseudo shippers. Pull this thing out. Because I highly doubt they went to the trouble of getting custom. This actually might have been an actual shipping box from the company. Battle Claw. These are the actual expansion packs. These are the ones where you get your extra action cards. You get one blind... what are they called? Jinlin. There we go. These are going to be a lot of fun to open. I can't actually wait to get to those. That's going to be a ton of fun. I mean, it's a lot of styrofoam, so it might have been the original box. Let me see if I see any markings. No, I don't see any Mattel markings on that box. It might just be a pleasant coincidence. As I spill all those peanuts. I don't know if anyone heard that, but yeah, all those peanuts just went flopping out. Next one. There's some rattling. I'm going to assume it means dice or small pieces. I have a couple of those in there. Ooh, this was a good pack job. Thank you. Obviously shredding the packaging just because I have no intention of returning stuff. Alrighty. There we go. Yeah, that's what the tray is for. Let's pour it all out. Thud, 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 thud. There we go. All right, this isn't exactly the crown jewel, but this is something I'm very happy. This is where patience pays off. Okay, so what are we looking at? This is the full sealed 4-pack, as I flip that one upside down, of the Tomb Raider, CCG starters. Now, do you need the CCG starters to start? Not exactly. I'm going to assume that is from the 2-player set, because it's just another sealed one and wrapper. Yeah, it's another one of those. They probably just threw it in out of gratitude. So these contain everything one player needs to start. Obviously, each player will need their own deck. They used to actually have like a 2-player one. That was like 2 of these were actually in the package. They just made a bigger package and shoved 2 of these in. There were 3 sets to this game. I'll try and put that in shot so people are getting glared to death. There were 3 sets to this game. The 3rd set did not have starters. So this is kind of actually really nice. These are all the 4 starters that exist. And people tend to price these a little bit higher. Now, we say it time and time again about just making deals that you feel benefit both people. That's basically what it was. Only this wasn't a deal. This is what someone was asking. They were asking X number of dollars for a 4-pack. I said absolutely. That I'm very, very happy with. I mean, obviously, I'm happy with all the stuff. I wouldn't have bought it if I wasn't going to be happy with it. That comes later. That's when regret shows up. This is a trimmed down box, which makes my life always that much harder. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. So, I can already tell you right now, this noise and garbage, these, well, besides being really beaten up, but I knew that actually getting them. So, Battle Claw was very entertaining, and you'll have to see our video for all of that. These were the Beast Builder Pack. The short version was, there is one Beast card back here. I'll see if I can kind of angle it. One Beast card back here. You know one of the ones you're getting, the other one's a mystery. However, this battle card will use both of these pieces, so you're guaranteed to be able to use this card right now. What made this deal really cool is... Now, mind you, there's only 5 colors, so you're going to get redundancy somewhere. Actually, you know what? Let me put them in the tray. I'll do it in the tray, and I'll flip it up. I'll use the tray to my advantage. So, I knowingly bought these in the condition they were in, because I was just going to open them. Well, this one's fallen over. But you have what's called a dragon. It's basically a big-looking lizard. Here's a scorpion. Sorry, I'm trying to cut down the glare. This is like the rhino-ish looking thing. I know that's not very accurate. This, surprisingly, is actually a squid. It's kind of just upside down. Spider, and this is the ape. So I think it might just be called a beast. I don't remember the exact name of it. But you can see we have the 5 colors represented. We have our green, yellow, red, oh my god, blue. Sorry, I don't know how blue escaped me. And this is like gray, white metal. That's what that is. It's based on the Wujing, the Chinese, 5-way balance. So while there are only 6 Jinlin shapes, but there's only 5 colors. There's also 2 dual-colored ones, which might be in here. We'll be doing that unboxing in a little bit. And there are also wilds, so those are like purplish, but that's something I was waiting for because I really, really wanted to start, actually getting stuff. All right, this is metal. I don't know why I have this. I'm going to have to look into this because, all right, wow. I had to pause for a second. All right, this is just me being foolish. Here's a DVD tin. I did not order that. However, it's sealed and shipped media. So this is just being used as a shipping container. So I'm definitely going to keep that. That makes me excited. All right, let's open the back that isn't sealed. I'm sorry, I was very confused why I had a DVD set I did not order. This is very well packed. I'll give them that. That's very interesting, and that's now part of my story. So, these are the 2 starters from the original set of EVE 2nd Genesis. Now, if you've never heard of this, and you're like, does that relate to EVE Online? It is. They had made this into a card game. There was the base set, that's this, and then there was the expansion Exile, and that's going to take me a lot more energy to get. However, there are 2 of these, as you can see. These are 2-player decks. All 4 factions are represented in these 2 doubles. This one's a lot easier to get. Now, these aren't really expensive. They're not. There was a dealer that had them no picture, but by the description, I bought them, and I'm very happy that they're here because the communication was just null, but that's fine. They're still sealed, as was promised. But the fact is, these are the 2-player starters from that initial set, so it's another game to add to our cache of stuff that can be played, which again makes me excited. Let's keep going down the line. This is our hauls are not always going to be this big. They're this is like the initial setup past what I originally have, and I'll go time by time and start showing off some stuff that I had when I wanted to start all this. Okay, let's just move that box over here. Aha. This is another kind of exciting I know me using the word exciting probably doesn't seem the same way. A game you might not have heard of or have heard of in passing. This is a card game that was basically co-designed by the developer Nexon, but also Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast made this. This made 5 English sets. There was a 6th set in Korean. It's another fun part of the story. I was in a long discussed deal, and here's the game. It has this, the sort of chibi style art, kind of like comic anime stuff. It's a game that was made for probably 8 to 14-year-olds, roughly in the rule complexity, but they were opening trying to get a complete set, and I was able to make a deal to get all of that. Now, this is a very good starting place. I have a starter somewhere in the mail, and that's the emphasis on starter somewhere. That is very heavy, which usually is good. That usually means it's one of the larger purchases. Now, if this is what I think it is, although I think that's being shipped FedEx or UPS. I don't think that's being shipped by post service. Of course, I open the end that doesn't want to fold open. Alrighty. Now. Alright. Anyone out there who's interested, let me tell you, inner sealing the product is absolutely one of the great ideas you can do. It costs you next to nothing, and it adds an extra layer of protection, because if that outer box gets damaged, how you get your insurance, you have to send pictures. Now, the big thing here is that if you want it to survive, I know, I'm saying that, and you're like, what is he talking about? This is something of internet legend. Seal box, not that that matters. This is 6 starter packs. Now, these starter packs are double sealed deck, Hyborian Gate. This game is not beloved, I'll put it that way. This is from 1995. It doesn't take much to find these. I'm not acting like this was the greatest find ever. Still in shrink wrapped. Also, not hard to find these. When these things started going clearance, a lot of people were buying them up. A lot of clearance warehouses, speculators, stuff like that. There's a reason this game never caught on. You'll see when we do the history, when we do the discussion and gameplay. But let me bring it up. Come on, autofocus. Let me just tap the screen real quick. Sorry about the bounce. The artwork is fantastic. And that's what everyone says. Oh, the artwork's fantastic. The game's kind of dull. I have some hopes for it. But it's sealed. It's there. It's 6 2-player starters. That was... It's just amazing when you think about the stuff that actually happened in the early 90s. Because Magic had been on the scene 1 or 2 years at that point. And, well, that's just how it is. Now, this is another one of my pseudo bargains that I'm happy with. And it just is, I submit offers and people either take it or they don't. Lots of tape on these things. Okay, so this is how we start playing Battle Claw. So, real quick aside, there'll be more in the Battle Claw videos. Sorry for the bump. These are tournament packs. Let me try and get them in shot. So, there we go. The Flaming Sun Battle Claw and the White Frost Battle Claw. Now, content-wise, you're getting... Actually, let me just do one by one. You can see you're getting your pieces there. That's a wild right up there. I'm going to try and get to the reflection. Actually, they're both terrible. That's there. I'm looking at our choice in pieces. So we have 6 pieces. We have all 5 colors. My wild is a repeat shape. So of them, I'm getting, 5 of the animals, all 5 colors, which is important for what shows up here. This, if you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, this is kind of almost like an event deck. Now, these are all pre-constructed. They're fixed. You can buy a dozen of these. That's all going to be the same. That piece might differ. I don't think these will differ. They might, but I know those are the same. That is a complete deck that you need to play the advanced mode. Obviously, this one is different. You can see I have double spider. That's a scorpion. That's a snake. Rhino. Dragon. So I don't have a beast. So I don't have an ape in this one. So, anyway, both the claws have different shapes. This one you can see has like the 4. This one has the 2, and it's not as clear cut as, oh, well, that one's 4, so it's better. But this has all you need to literally get started and play the advanced rules. Because there's a 2-player starter I've not acquired, mostly because it's redundant. It's all you need to start playing, but it's to play the basic game. Now, while that's not really a huge difference, I bought all the other stuff, so that thing is superfluous. It would just only be for completion's sake, and that's not necessary. You know what? I'm going to open one of these just real quick. Go into the Maple Story thing, and because I really, really, really want to see these. And then we'll go the rest from there. So you can kind of see that I'm not sure. There we go. Come on, camera. Thank you. You can see there's a silver and a white border. Now, obviously, the silver border just happens to have, right up here, this code. That's for redeeming in-game items. If anyone wants to use that code, I don't know or care. I don't know if it's been redeemed. I don't play the MMORPG. I don't know if it's even still around. But basically, that if you want to consider something like a hollow foil or whatever, that would be that. What is up with my lighting, man? Anyway, I'll keep that over here. But again, they were nice enough to put a sleeve on all the ones with the codes. These are all basically mint. They're pack fresh. So here we go. Now here's a character card. Now those numbers kind of might make sense initially, but I'll give you a real easy example of how this game works. On a given turn, each person starts with one character. If you want to say that's like your identifier. And then you get to take one of your cards from hand and tuck it under here. They all have this bottom, and it gives you plus 10 level, and then an ability over here. Well, as you build up, all of them are only worth 10. There's no 20s or whatever. I don't think that was ever explored. Man, the sun... Sorry about that. But you get it, and you just kind of conduct your turn. There's some light deck building. There are only 4 classes, green, red, blue, and black. It's a really cool game. Just look for it in our Maple Story video. So this is kind of our first haul. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By my count, 5 new games. Well, this isn't complete. The Arcadia is not complete. I have more of that on the way. I have 5 extra games I just got in this haul, and there's more coming. There'll be another large video like this when more stuff comes. I have stuff that's just somewhere. I don't know how else to say it. It's somewhere. All the stuff is either arriving late or it's somewhere. They don't even actually know where it is. But this was quite entertaining, and I'm quite happy with it. So look forward to our history videos, our discussion videos, and we'll figure out which gameplay videos to be doing next. So till next time, this is Cardboard Resurrection. Like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Join our Patreon if you would like to have kind of influence over what games we either get to first, and we'll also ask what games should we purchase next, because obviously we have to, order stuff, and money is money. So if you would want to be interested in that, check out our Patreon link below, and we will talk to you next time.